Hello and welcome to Sumo Bros, and this is Wanna Sumo. I'm your host Connor with my hosts Corey and Corey.
Yo.
The easy part's remembering our names.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that up. Where do you want me to go with this? Just into the draft?
Yeah, sure, man. I mean, what are we doing here tonight? We're here to talk about sumo some? You have some fun?
Have some fun. Okay. Yeah, so Sumo Fantasy League.
Sumo Fantasy League. Whose idea was this?
It's
That was
Connor's.
my idea because
Was your idea?
I just wanted to be like, oh, do I want to be up until 7 in the morning scoring 69 Rikishis every night for the next 2 weeks? Sure, why not?
Trooper right there.
Once we started the draft, I'm going to be honest with you. I was doing it because I was like, yeah, it sounds like fun, whatever. Corey's excited, Connor's excited, I'll do it. Once we started drafting, I was like, fuck yeah. Started getting into it. I had an Excel sheet open. I was like, oh. Anyway, it ended up being a pretty good time, I'm going to be honest with you.
I was like, oh, great, this is going well. And then 3 of my guys are injured
Immediately.
before it even started. So yeah, we're doing a fantasy sumo league because why the fuck not? Normal people do football. We're doing sumo because it's us.
Yeah.
It's us. We love sumo.
And it just got more and more complicated the more we got into it. Because at first we were like, okay, well, we're going to draft them. And then we were like, oh, we're going to draft 8 each because of the top 24. So nobody gets the Yoko. And then it just randomly assigned. And then we both got to pick 2 guys we just wanted. But then that fucked it up when I realized what was happening. Because I was like, oh, crap. This means that now I have to put guys from the second division into the top 45, so we all get 15 picks.
Yeah.
The signs. Yeah.
It worked out for me. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, well, it worked out. It worked out pretty nice for everybody. Like, I put everything in a spreadsheet and numbered them, and like, it's pretty even.
So we got 15 from the top division, and then we got, let's see, 4.
Well, there's 15 from the top 45. So there's 5 guys in. Well, 3 guys in there from the second division, plus the 2 that are injured, which for some reason are mine.
But we got 15. We got 15 each, right, from the top division. 4
from the top 45, right?
4 from Jurio, 1 each from Makushita, 1 from Sandanme, 1 from Jonidan, and 1 from Joni Kuchi.
The bottom divisions were easy.
Yeah. I'm really proud of that I got those names right, by the way.
You probably didn't, but we'll carry on with it anyway.
That's true.
You know how many times I spelled Sandame wrong this week?
Probably 1,000.
So
do you, go for it, Corey?
I've enjoyed that. I'm going to be honest with you. The last couple sumo tournaments, it's not that I didn't enjoy them. They were kind of, they're all right. I'm back into it again this tournament, man. I was on break at work today, watching some YouTube. It's been fun.
Yeah.
You know why you're into it? Because Tara Fuji's back.
You know what?
That guy, man.
Abi.
You're like, oh, he's going to retire. And I'm like, please don't. Like, just keep coming back. Please.
I picked Abi in the draft strictly as a troll for Corey. Look at his face right now. You guys can't see it, but it's great.
I fucking hate Abi.
Sure
Abi
does.
and Tobizaru are my least favorite fighters. I hate these 2. So, Connor, do you want to get us started with your list, your roster of fighters?
Ooh, yeah.
From top division to the bottom. Go for it.
Okay, do we want to go through the guys we picked first, and then, or do you just want to do
No, just go with your roster.
Yeah, go with it.
All right, so my roster, because I'm so great, I picked Koto Sakura because he is going to be the next Yokozuna. Got Wakamoto Haru and Wakataka Tage in case you needed a tongue twister for your day. Tobizaru and Gona Yama, Shodai, Roga, who miraculously is injured, Tamawashi, Toranimi, Onakatsu, Hokuto Fuji, Kinbozen, Katana Waka, and Toki Hayate in the top division. And then in Juryo, we have Shiden, Aya Nishiki, Hidanumi, Ushozen, who is also miraculously injured, Dai Saizen, and then, because half of my roster is injured, I had to pick up 3 free agents who have been very underwhelming. Haku Yozen, Nabatame, and Wakanosho. And then we get to the bottom division. Oh, I have Koto Kuzumi too. And then we have Enho, Susano Fuji, and Wakaze.
Corey, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. So I got lucky, and we decided that the Yoko was going to be just a random draft. I ended up getting him because just luck rolls my way. I just went 3-0 in the BSHL this week. I picked the Ducks to beat Elsie. Like, you can't get somebody luckier than this guy right now. So
with his ass.
Torino Fuji is mine, and then into my picks: Hoshoryu, Daisho, Abi, just for Corey, Oho, Ichi Yamamoto, Endo, Mitakeumi, Oshoma, Meisei. My strategy with this was literally picking the ones that I could pronounce. Not gonna lie to you, that was part of it, because I knew we were doing this, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'll go with some." And then here's where it all went wrong. Midori Fuji, oh buddy, Shonan Uemi, yeah, you figure that one out. Tamashoho, Nishiki Fuji, I got Keio, Asukoryu, Ryuden, who's started off great. Honestly, even the loss, he didn't look terrible, so I'm kind of happy with that. Shirokuma, Tochikate, Kazenko, Iran, Hokuyuzan, Azumayama, and then, what are you gonna do?
Chiyoten. Because you had Chiyoten. Yeah, Chiyoten, and now you have Azumayama.
Injuries happen. It's sumo. But I'm really happy with how a lot of my guys have performed. I've got some 2 wins going in here. I'm feeling pretty good. Corey, how you feeling?
Well, I'm going to go through my list, and we're going to talk about the first 2 days.
All right.
So my Rikishis are... So when Taka Keisho retired, he was my favorite. I immediately put my horse on Ono Sato. So he's my guy now. And in the random thing, I got to pick first, and I picked Ono Sato. Hiradoumi, Kirishima, Takanosho, Ura, Atami Fuji, Takayasu, Chiyoshoma, Takeru Fuji, Kotoshoho, Nishikigi, Takaru Fuji, Kagayaki, Hakuoho, Tsurugisho. Those are my 15 from the top division. And then I have from Juryo and under, Shishi, Saranoumi, Tomokaze, Mitoriu, Aqua, Taiga. This one's going to be hard for me.
Let's go for
Sekizuka and Koga. So after 2 days, the way this works, I wasn't sure, and I asked Connor to make sure. A victory will give you 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
A Yusho will give you 3 points. Now this counts for Yusho in any division, correct?
No. So Yusho's the Yusho top division is 3 points. Second is 2, and then the rest of them are all 1.
All just 1? Okay. So
that way you don't get some fluke in Johnny Don 100 winning the goddamn thing, and he gets you 5 points. No.
So so
not on my watch.
Juryo is 2 points for Yusho, and top division is 3 points.
And then the technique awards, like the 3 that they give out, those are all each 1 as well.
Each 1, okay. So on day 1, Connor, you had 14 wins. Corey, you had 9. I had 7. On day 2, Connor kind of slipped a little. He went to 22 wins. This is with the 14 wins. So this is combined both days. So 22 wins for Connor, 21 wins for Corey. So he's sneaking up. And 17 for me. So I got a whole 10 victories.
You're getting some ground.
I'm catching up. It's pretty close.
I would just like everyone to know that in case you think, listening to this, that there is an algorithm for scoring sumo wrestling, no, there isn't. You need to do it all by yourself. So some of these guys, I noticed, and I didn't know this until this tournament started, that the top 2 divisions go for the full 15 days. But the bottom 4, you wrestle 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the kicker. Just because you wrestle day 1 doesn't mean you wrestle day 3. It's just going to be 7 collective days. And when somebody gets injured at the last minute and you put which division they're in, you'll go look for somebody and you can't find them because they put them in the other division.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
why is your eye twitching right now, Connor?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Connor is the host.
I definitely appreciate the amount of effort you put in, though, Connor. It means a lot.
Absolutely. So before we sign off,
I better win.
You better win. Before we sign off, predictions.
Abi all day, baby. I'm riding Abi to the end.
I'm sure you are. So, Connor?
I'm going with Koto Sakura. That's what I said originally, just because now it's changed. I'll keep it at that.
I think there's so much hype on... Because here's one of the things that people are really hoping. They're hoping that for a double promotion with Koto Sakura and Hoshoryu. And I don't see it happening. I don't even see an Ozeki winning, and I don't see Teruno Fuji winning. I think it's going to be someone out of nowhere. I'm going to say Ura. Yeah. That's how you know you're going to lose.
Shout out to my boy Wakataka Kage.
Watakaka. I can't even say it. Watakaka.
What?
Wakataka Kage.
Say Kaka. That's weird.
Kaka.
Say it with me. Abi.
Stupid.
All right. That's not necessary.
You know, I don't know who I hate more, Abi or Tobizaru. Tobizaru is another one that's like, he's just like a pest.
Abi or the Toronto Maple Leafs?
I'm going to go with my boy Abi there. Abi's way better than the Maple Leafs.
All right. I like
Who is your ultimate warrior of sumo?
My ultimate warrior of sumo is Chiono Fuji.
Just for reference, everybody, ultimate warrior of sumo means that Corey likes him, but he's actually awful. That's what ultimate warrior of sumo means.
Says the man with the red eyes and can't even, No.
I can see.
I can see. Doesn't matter. No, my all-time favorite is Chiono Fuji. He's passed away. He retired in 91, I believe. But I wasn't watching sumo back then. But going back and watching old school sumo, he won 31 Basho shows, I think. He was really good. I think, Connor, you know him, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
And I've watched so much old sumo lately, like that video I found from 1938 blew my mind.
That was so sick.
Yeah. I think there's even older videos out there. I think I've seen some from like the early 1900s. And what's funny is you look at that and the only difference, like I got sumo on the TV right now. Leo Dickinson is on. I'm watching.
I was in there the other day and Leo Dickinson called Pink Floyd underrated, and I messaged you. Oh no, overrated. And I messaged you guys, and I was like, I almost just unfollowed this man. Called him overrated, and I almost just unfollowed him.
Yeah,
you look mad.
No, he was.
Is Leo Dickinson our favorite person to watch for sumo live?
I think he's the easiest. I definitely have others that I like, but his is easier to follow because one, I don't speak Japanese, and two, everything's there. Like he He even has those banners at the top about like the new guys coming in, like that new kid that's in.
Yeah.
I think he's in Makushita. That is like still in high school. He's the first
Yeah.
one they've ever fast tracked to the division.
Like
Just stuff like that, or like the Ozeki watch.
There's a banner right now, Tomowashi, I believe it is. It says 92nd Basho in the top division. Like 92 Bashos. Think about that.
You got that guy in the second last division who's been fighting since 1977. Or
No, he was
1990.
born
He was
90.
born in 1977.
Yeah. To me, I used to watch, and it's so difficult to find him now, but I think it's Sumo Nato or Nato Sumo.
Nato Sumo, yeah.
I think he got taken down.
He's always been taken
He
down.
gets taken down to every Basho.
Like, it's always a new YouTube channel that you have to subscribe to. But I remember when I started, there was no issues whatsoever. You'd subscribe to one channel and he'd be there and you'd watch it and you could go back and watch it. Now you don't. Weirdly enough, I started with the Grand Sumo highlights on Facebook is where I started to watch it, and would have been...
Well, that group's pretty good too.
Yeah. July 2018 is when I started to watch like the official Bashos. It is the highlights. Sitting down, like the knocks on sumo for me is, number one, it's like 9 hours long. Number two, it starts at 9 and finishes at like 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever. So yeah,
Connor looks exhausted right now because of it.
No, I mean, my eye won't stop twitching, and I know what it is. It's because I broke my glasses a couple weeks ago, and I haven't been able to get into the eye doctor, and my eye just twitches for no reason.
Oh,
it's great.
Well,
I'll be watching something, and it's like, just like sit there and just like the whole time. But yeah, I don't know. Leo's definitely the most accessible. I like Midnight Sumo too, but the chat just goes too long. It goes too much. I find like if you ask questions, Leo will answer them too. That was a big help in me getting into it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Shout out to Leo Dickinson. Check him out on Twitch. Check him out. Do you guys watch him on Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube.
Twitch.
There you go.
I go back and forth. I watch him on YouTube on my TV, but Twitch on my iPad. So, all right.
I find the chat in Twitch is just very.
I agree. It's better.
Easy to follow.
Yeah.
So we will be back once the Basho is over, when a Yusho is crowned, and yeah. So Connor, you want to sign us out?
Sure.
Go for it.
All right. That was the first episode of Wanna Sumo. Join back for the Basho finale edition
to see who is the ultimate winner.
This guy
in the Sumo Bros. Oh, it's going to be Corey, huh? So
I have no wager on this bet.
Me neither. I don't bet anyway.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you, and
thanks, guys.